I am the Wolfman.
And I'm A.D. Venture.
Thank you so much for tuning into this video. So today, like a lot of the bushcraft videos that we do, we're going to talk about fire. Now, fire is such an amazing and important thing for the human psyche. Fire is known as a chemical reaction, but it does so many more things for us. It helps us cook our food, it helps sterilize our water, and in a survival situation, having a fire can mean the difference between surviving and not surviving, not just because of its warmth, but because of its psychological thing, that it warms you up, and it's like, I have fire, I might be able to get through this. So it's very, very important. So we're going to talk today about this. Now this is a Coghlan's magnesium rod with a ferrocium striker. Ferrocium, known as fire steel, is just a little piece of man-made element that once striked with the hard object, you can use a knife or you can use anything really that's good and hard, will make lots and lots of sparks. So this has two different parts to it. It's got the striker that will give you your spark, and it has the magnesium, and it's very misunderstood. So we're going to take a closer look right now at how you actually get this magnesium off here and how it works. Now, it's important to know one thing about magnesium is that in this form, in the brick form, it's just that, a brick form. It doesn't really do anything. It's a kind of a metal, so it's not going to break or crack or rupture, so it's very stable. But once we take it apart and once we get smaller pieces out of this, you will find that it's going to be an amazing product to use. So I'm going to hand it over to A.D. Venture, and he's going to go through how to do that.
All right, so what we've gotten here is we've got a little natural tinder, as well as a few cotton balls. I've got my trusty folding knife, and I've got our magnesium block right here. So now what we have to do is we get some shavings from the block onto our little tinder pile here. Now it's always recommended that you use something sharp, but specifically serrated, which is very good for getting off the magnesium that you need. So you're just going to place it here amongst your tinder, use your serrated edge, and start to slice off little slivers, little pieces. I also recommend doing this very, very gently because you don't want to just blow away all your tinder. Okay, so we got a nice little pile here, and we're going to give that a shot. So now we turn this over. We got the ferrocium rod. I'm going to use the back of my blade. It's nice and strong, and it's not going to ruin the sharpness. And we're going to see now how this starts. Wow, take a look at that. And with minimal effort, our entire little fire is starting.
So that makes a pretty great little fire. Now it's important to understand that magnesium is used in underwater welding. So if this thing gets soaking wet or full of mud or dirt, all you basically have to do is wipe it off and it's still going to work. Now if it was a miserable rainy day, and of course in a true survival situation it's never going to be 25 Celsius and bright and sunny like it is right now, it is most likely going to be a miserable, rainy, awful day and situation. This will burn wet. So if you scrape it off and scrape it off and scrape it off, you know, I would use a good portion of this, like A.D. Venture was saying, you know, scrape it off, be patient, take your time, then you strike it. Even if your tinder is a little bit wet, you're going to get a beautiful fire going that is then going to automatically dry out the next stuff that you put it on it. So.
And the heat generated from this is extremely hot. So even if your little tinder pile is a little bit moist, that massive heat generated from the magnesium will help dry it out and start your fire quicker.
Yeah, now I'm not sure the exact temperature, but it's something insane like 1,000 degrees Celsius or something really, really high. But yeah, so it's a really great product. But like all survival products, don't buy this and throw it in your kit. Buy it, go to a park, go to some place that's safe, even in your own backyard, Try it out. Make sure you know how to use these, just in the event that you ever need to use them. You've already got the skills and the training. So, I am the Wolfman.
And I'm A.D. Venture.
Thanks for watching, and of course, please consider subscribing.